Yes, today we are back with the next part of the Heiress Game on the episode Choose Your Story Up. If you did not see the first chapter, you can find it right here. But this already started crazy. First off, before anything, we have 4 love interests. I think that's the most I've seen in an episode story yet at one time. I could be mistaken, but we got 4. So let's recap the story a little bit. We were struggling. Our mother unfortunately passed away. We had a debt to settle. We were really struggling on our own. And we had to keep on with this like billionaire, which some of his friends that we were serving at his like birthday party, and they paid us $100. We met out with them. We had a fun time. We didn't really want to do it, but then once we saw the hottie, we like low-key did. The next morning, we get a phone call. Apparently, our father passed away. Well, he was murdered. It's a murder mystery too, y'all. And we inherited all his money in his life. We are now like a multimillionaire. Maybe even, I don't know if it's a billionaire or multimillionaire, one of the two. Regardless, we are set for life now. We get there, we're shook. We're like, we meet his brother, so our uncle, who's not having it, who's pretty much like, I won't stand for this. You need to find the murderer or else the will is null and void and you don't get any of this stuff I do. A little suspicious if you ask me. And based on this description of this chapter, being an heiress is more than just fun and games. We are going to probably have a lot of drama, and we cannot wait to see it in our story. But please go follow the amazing author earlgrey. Her Instagram handle is in my description box down below. If you have not read her stories, please go read them. You will not be disappointed. If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a like, as it helps the channel a lot. Subscribe if you haven't already, and without further ado, let's start the drama. Also forgot to mention at my little intro, Callum, the person we made out with for the money, he ends up flying in to meet us, which we thought we left him behind. It was that little moment there. And apparently also our deceased father gave our hand in marriage to him as a deal. What? So all the other men are in here protecting us. Who are these people? We're here to stop you from taking Freya away. Please step away. Whose side should I take? This is awkward, but I'm the people defending us. Thank goodness you guys came out in time. I was so scared. I can help you, you know. I heard about the conditions of your father's will. You're not the only secret he told me. Mia has my number. I'll be waiting. Are you okay? Did he hurt you? No, thanks, guys. What was that about? It was nothing. Breaking news. Okay, this just in. The heiress to the Aldrich fortune has been identified. Why do you people care? I get that it's news. I really do, but man, people are nosy. Like, especially if someone is rich or famous or something. Oh my gosh, it's like they're people. They're normal. Just let them live their lives. Not much is known about her except that she's a 22-year-old named Freya Aldrich. I still can't believe this is my life now. Everything feels like a dream. I'm afraid Mr. Bradford is telling the truth. This is Mr. Aldridge's signature. He never told me about this. We'll have to look into it. But a marriage with Mr. Bradford will certainly help establish your position as the heiress. He's the most compatible in terms of wealth and influence. I'll see that we look into this dreadful surprise. As for your schedule today, my schedule? We have to drop by the EBI station for you to make a statement, then the office to meet everyone and look through some contracts. Like I said, you have loads to do since you're the heiress now. Oh, this is not simple. We're not going to live that fancy life and party all day and sit by the pool. We have stuff to do. You can go grab a cup of coffee. I don't think I'll need protection at a police station. I'll meet you inside, Miss Aldridge. There are some things I have to arrange. Okay, I'm sorry I wasn't looking. The officer seems slightly frazzled to meet me. He clears his throat and keeps his eyes down. Okay, so this is the last love interest. So there was 4. There was Ellie, blonde hair, childhood friend, super sweetheart. There is our bodyguard, Marcellus, who he's silent, but he's protective and he's going to be sweet. Then there's, of course, Mr. Millionaire, who thinks he's hot shit, but I find him the hottest, I'm not gonna lie, which I'm sure was on purpose, but you never know what's going on there. And then we have the detective. I guess I can help him out. Help him pick up the papers. Dean, okay, thanks. Over here, Miss Aldridge. Don't worry, the police chief has been briefed. Briefed? Like, what was this? I am so sorry to bother you, Miss Aldridge. I'm certain that you're a very busy woman. This is just routine work. This is the police chief. Are they always so nice and polite? Judging from the disgusted look on the officer's face, I highly doubt that. Where were you between 9 to 11 p.m. on 15th of October, the night of your father's murder? Will it kill you to be kinder, Dean? She's not a suspect. Yet, we can't rule out any possibilities. Am I the police chief or are you the police chief? I say a sweet young lady like her is definitely innocent. He clenches his jaw. Sorry, chief. Can you tell me where you were during that time, Miss Aldridge? Okay, like, I get the police chief is trying to make a deal, but like, low-key, that's how suspects get away. You never know. We know it wasn't Freya, but just because she has power and wealth now, like, you gotta treat her normal. I don't know. Maybe that's just me, though. I'm Freya Aldridge now. Is it okay to say I was working at the club in a bunny costume? Tell the truth. You don't lie. I was working at a club called O'Hare in Vegas. Working at a club, Miss Aldridge can do what she wants. Is there anyone who can be your alibi during that period? The one person I interacted with is Callum Bradford. We will confirm that with him. That's all. Thank you for the time. What do you mean that's all? She could have instructed someone else to execute the murder for her. Don't you think it's suspicious how she's randomly named the heiress? Charles Aldridge didn't even mention having a daughter when he was alive. He thinks I'm the killer. That's enough, Dean. He ignores his superior and glares in my direction. Unless you have something to hide, I'd advise you to come clean with me, Miss Aldridge. How dare he glare at me? But I'm not also getting guilted into that, so stop being so mean to me. I can't remember anything. Look, look what you've done, Dean. You made her cry. But that's quite enough. Please stop crying, Miss Aldridge. You're free to go now. From the corner of my eyes, I watch as Dean glares at me. Here's my number in case you remember anything useful. I am sorry about that, Miss Aldridge. Did ever rob the police chief to go easy on me? Is that something rich people do too? Was he being considerate or is there another reason for that? One thing's for sure, the EBI feels a little unreliable. It looks like I'll have to rely on myself to solve the case and ensure my legacy. They got what they want and I'll handle it from here. I'll fetch the car and we'll head to the main office now. What's with the cup of coffee? They gave me an extra cup. Oh, Marcellus. You can have it if you want. Thanks. That was sweet of him. Who's texting us? Is my dad giving you a hard time? You know what? He's been helping us. He's an angel. I don't believe you. What are you up to today? I just came up with a new dessert. View the photo. Ooh, that looks good. I'm hungry. It's so elegant. Thank you. I was thinking of putting it on our menu with the name the Freya. What? What? It's to celebrate your return. Plus, Freya is such a pretty name. The flirting. Wow, he really went in with that. I gotta give him his points. Are you sure you're not just naming it that to jump on the hype train? I'm all anyone is talking about. Of course not. What should I name it then? I mean, I don't know. Honestly, I was kind of living for the Freya. I'm gonna be honest. You know what? We'll stick with the theme of the names there. I love it. If you need to pick me up, here's a pic of me and Aphrodite. It's so hot in the kitchen, so excuse me for being shirtless in the photo. Oh, and now a text from Callum too. Hey, beautiful. I was lying shirtless. What were you doing in that bed? And I realized there was something special I should show you that you might like. So I decided, what's special in there? Is that something long and snake-like? Oh wow, it's really trying to get us again. You know what? Like both pics. Oh, he has a dog. That's so cute. Oh, he's got tattoos too. I am so jealous of that bed right now. Believe me, I wish you were here. I wanted to meet the second most important girl in my life. Second most important? I don't know you were a dog person. I found her a year ago wandering the street alone without a collar. The shelter said she was a stray, so I decided to keep her. Oh, she's a good girl with a ton of energy. I can't wait to meet her. Okay, well, we just really recovered that. Who knew Callum had such a sweet side? Let's see what Elliot sent me. Ooh, okay, give him another heart thing. We're getting all the men right now. Freya has men for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and a snack on the side. Oh my goodness. Looking good enough to eat. Are you talking about me or the dessert? Who says I can't be talking about both? Get it, Freya? Go, girl. Even after everything, they still managed to put a smile on my face. Welcome, Miss Aldridge. I've only seen the Aldridge office on TV. Would you like a tour of the place? Yeah, let's investigate. I'd like to spend some time alone in my father's office to feel his vibes. Oh, we trying to hack into his computer, but I'm not a hacker to begin with. I don't even know his password. I did not find anything. Oh. Miss Aldridge, are you done? Feeling his vibes? Yeah. Maybe we should have done the other one. I have a special delivery for you from Elliot. The silly boy insisted you have some Aphrodite. Okay. I worry for my son sometimes. He's got his head in the clouds. I beg to differ. I think the world needs more of him around. So we'll need your signature on this, this, and this. Ask for help. Can you help me with them? Of course, Miss Aldridge. This is the contract we have with. Yeah, you're not about to be signing your names. Wow. Some coffee sounds nice. What was that? Will you watch where you're going? What's she talking about? She bumped into me. I hate interns. You guys are the most useless. That's not very nice. Mr. Aldridge condones such behavior? Haven't you heard Miss Aldridge is coming in today? If you get down on your knees and apologize, I might put in a good word for you in front of her. I guess she doesn't know. Why aren't you getting on your knees and how dare you look at me like that? What's your name? If only she knew. What? No, I'm not getting like that. No guilt. No guilt options. I noticed you didn't jump to my rescue when I got yelled at by that unreasonable employee. I assessed the situation and it wasn't life-threatening. A good bodyguard knows when not to and when to interfere. That was your fight and that wasn't apparent. I had your back. Are we headed back to the mansion now? Not quite. I didn't manage to find anything in the office today, but maybe someone else can help. Oh, we're calling him. What would you like to have? The steak looks good. You know why I'm here, so let's just cut to the chase. Can we talk about your dog too? Right, I have information that you so desperately need. Is this really how you should be treating me though? Not only was I made to be your alibi without so much as a warning, I canceled all my plans to have dinner with you the moment you called. Thanks. You're more work than I expected. I'm not your pet. Humor me and I might just tell you what you want to know. This guy, maybe if I tried a different method. Remain firm, girl. You know what though? You don't bend in these situations. You remain firm like I'm sure his pants are. Again, I'm not your pet. I'm not gonna humor you. That feisty attitude of yours was what hooked me in the first time. That and the bunny suit. What is it with you and your obsession with that suit? It's a testament to your tenacity. You were poor, but you did everything you had to survive. Just how much do you know about me? If my father told you about me before the news was released, did you already know who I was that night? Did you approach me on purpose? You were the one who approached me. I mean, yeah, on a dare your friends made with me. I swear I had nothing to do with that, but yes, I was intrigued by your plight and I wanted to see for myself. I didn't expect your identity to be revealed so quickly. We were more similar than you think we are, you know. I didn't come here to listen to your sad backstory. Before I took over my family's business, I was kept away in the shadows too. I was born out of wedlock too. Before I was CEO, I was nothing more than a gardener's son. I did everything to make ends meet. The news revealed that I was actually Bradford. The difference between you and I had very jealous siblings. For a split second, there's a hint of sadness in those eyes. Miss Aldridge, why aren't you having dinner with Callum Bradford? Are the two of you dating? How did they get in here? How was it to know that you're actually an heiress? There are reports saying you killed Mr. Aldridge. Care to comment? Miss Aldridge. Am I said this a little overwhelming? Girl, smile and wave. More. What more do they want? Stand back. Low power battery. Attack. Marcellus shields me from the blinding light with his broad frame. Marcellus, what do we do? It's my responsibility now to shield the Aldridge name, isn't it? Yes, Miss Aldridge, we need to go. Miss Aldridge, don't you people have anything better to do? Honestly, let's get out of here. Oh, where are we going? I know of a special place the paparazzi won't find us. I've actually never showed to anyone before. Then I was still young and I refused to have our night ruined by the paparazzi. Oh, wow, they really getting expensive there. Sneak up, what is this special place? Oh, we're going to the diner, okay. A diner? They're closed, the door's already locked. Callum unlocks the door. What are we doing in here? No one is going to expect two billionaires to be in a diner. How do you have the keys? Is this where I die? Come on, I'm starving. What even? Callum seems to know his way around the kitchen. Looks like they only have enough ingredients for a burger. Are you okay with that? Sure. Stop looking at me like that. I can see you practically drooling over me. I'm not. How? I used to work as a chef here. The owner still trusts me with this place. He wasn't lying when he said he did everything in his past. Maybe we have more in common than I think we do. Oh, that looks so good too. It's actually good. Okay, I've stuck into a diner and ate the burger you made. Now, can you please tell me more about Mr. Aldridge? No. What? Why not? Because this way you'll have to seek me out again. You're playing dirty. Only way I know how. Welcome to the business world. If you're desperate for money, there's another way you can get rich, you know. How? He corners. Oh my gosh. Marry me. Your father signed a contract, Miss Aldridge. A deal is a deal, and I'm not a patient man. What's there not to like about me anyway? I'm rich, I can cook. I don't know you though. I mean, he makes a valid point, but we don't know you. We need to get to know you first. We can't just win our way with that. There's a mischievous glint in his eye as he reaches out for a strand of my hair then kisses it. Is that a way of suggesting we spend more time with each other? You are insufferable. Okay, now we're home. How is being an heiress more exhausting than working 3 jobs? Foreign red text. Hope you had a good day today. Aw. I apologize for what happened tonight. Oh my gosh, the man, sweet dreams. Not the detective, too. Callum Bradford's in your statement checkout. You're no longer a suspect. Oh my gosh. All right, they doing too much with that. The lights. Oh my gosh.